doing? David Taub here with Epic Guitar Instruction. Hope all's going well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. Today you're going to learn The Scientist by Coldplay. It's from their 2002 record, Rush of Blood to the Head. It's a really cool piano ballad that I've arranged for one solo acoustic guitar. And I wanted to arrange it in a way that even if it's early on in your guitar journey, you could be playing this song fast and fun. And it's basically only 5 chords in this arrangement and no bar chords. I'm doing it a little different today. Generally with my song lessons, I try to stay as authentic I can to the original recording. But with this particular song, because I wanted to get you playing it fast and fun for all levels and eliminate the bar chords, plus because it's such a heavy piano song, I wanted to pick a tuning and a way to play it in a way which we could really cop that feel on acoustic guitar. So in this version, and there's a lot of different ways you could play this, but in this version we're going to do it in standard tuning. So tune your guitars low to high, E, A, D, G, B, E, and we're going to use a capo at the 3rd fret. Now here's the chords you're going to need to play this song. The first one is a B minor 7th voicing. Oh, and remember, I'm showing you the chords in relationship to the capo. Okay, this is the voicing for B minor 7. It's not ringing out to that pitch. It's ringing out to the pitch of D minor 7 because the song is actually originally recorded in the key of D minor, F major. But I'm going to show you the voicings relation to the capo. So B minor 7th, and then use this 3-finger G chord. I'll explain why in a second just to make the transition easy. G fingering. Basically a D fingering, and then a D sus2. I want you to use this fingering for that, and I'll show you why. But it's basically if you just take off your 2nd finger from a D chord, you have a D sus2. And then later we're going to need for the chorus an A major voicing and A sus2. Put in that little accent. That's it. And if you could do me a huge favor, please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel, that really helps us to keep bringing the content, as well as then you'll be notified when we have new lessons out. Leave a comment below. You know, that helps us out too. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see in the future, what gear you'd like to see reviewed. If you like the video, please click the like button, give it a thumbs up, share it, and thank you so much for your support. So the song starts off with the intro, which is basically the same progression as the verses. And that progression is just that B minor 7 to a G, to a D, to a D sus2. And he plays that twice, and then it starts over again, and the first verse comes in, come up to meet you. Let me play it for you, then I'll explain the rhythm and the strumming. First verse. So the song has this real 8th note feel to it on the piano. So we want to recreate that on the guitar. So it's very easy. So I'm just going to show you, finger that B minor 7th voicing, and here's all we're going to do. Think of playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and straight 8th notes, but the way to kind of emulate that piano is hit the whole chord on the 1, and then on the and, just hit like the low string, for instance the A string, or the low 2 strings. Doesn't have to be exact, basically the low notes. Right? And you get that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then you change like to the G voicing. Same thing, you hit all the strings and then just hit the low string or the low 2 strings. But you keep that groove, that 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and D. And that's how you're going to get that feel. So I would do that strum for verse 1 and the chorus, and then when it goes into verse 2, I would change it to give the song a little bit more body. I'll show you that in a second. For now, let me show you an easy way to change those chords, because I want you to use these particular fingerings for a reason. I'll show you that up close. Here's your B minor 7 voicing, right? Now, if you just slide that 3rd finger over, it makes it much easier to go to the 3-finger G. So that's kind of why I wanted you to do the change like that. Slide while keeping it down makes it easy to go to that G. And then when you go to your D, I want you to play, instead of by just releasing that 2nd finger, playing the D sus2. You can do it that way, and then, but when you get back to that B minor 7, that makes that change kind of challenging. So an easier way is play your D, then when you go to the D sus2, just move your second finger and replace where your first finger was, like this, right? There's your D sus2. So you're just doing that move. And the reason why I want you to do it like that is because then you could leave that second finger down as you change to your back, because then it goes back to the B minor 7 voicing. So it makes that change really easy, right? Because this finger stays down and all you have to do is move this one to the high E, and this one just kind of falls on that A string, right? So instead of doing that, try it moving that second finger and then right back to that B minor 7th. And if you want some more work on changing chords, right? If you find yourself stumbling a bit and maybe not hitting those changes in time, I could really help you with that. I'll send you an extended play video lesson of mine. It's not on YouTube, with my 6 essential chord changing technique tips. It's all about the technique. I make it super easy, and the lesson will really get your chord playing blasted to the next level fast. I'll pair it with an ebook of mine that has even more chord charts, more exercises and lessons. It's a great 1-2 punch, free video lesson and ebook. All you have to do is just click on that link in the YouTube description box below. So the intro goes into verse 1 to come up to meet you, and it's the same exact progression, except this time you just do that progression 4 times, okay? And I'll play it 4 times into the chorus in a minute, but let me show you the chorus first. So it goes right from verse 1 into the chorus. Nobody said it was easy, right? And those chords in the chorus, the progression changes. It's just G. You're going to stay on that 8th note kind of piano feel, and you play the G 2 times around. And then it goes to D, and then D sus2 again. So it's kind of like nobody said it was easy on that G, right? And then you go to your D, and then it's such a shame, D sus2, for us to part. And then you do the G again 2 times. Nobody said it was easy. Same kind of strumming, right? To that D. Nobody ever said it would be this hard. Then you go to the A. And I do it like that. Nobody ever said it would be this hard. You go to that A. And then I would just do the very last hit, because he kind of embellishes it on the piano. Just take off that 3rd finger and play the A sus2 kind of like this. 2 and 3 and 4, and take me back to the start, and that's when you start the 2nd verse again. Back to the original progression. I'll play the full verse 4 times through the progression into the full chorus, okay? And then it starts off the 2nd verse, and when I start off the 2nd verse, I'm going to change the strum pattern. All right? I'll play it for a little bit and then I'll explain it. So right there, as the song goes on, you saw me do verse, chorus, using that same 8th note piano strum feel. Then I went into the 2nd verse, I was just guessing at numbers. And I changed the strum pattern to give the song a little bit more body, right? And that strum pattern I used, you could use for the next verse, the chorus, and out of the song. So basically that strum pattern I did was this one. Okay? Think of it like this. Down, 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 3 downs, down, up, down, down, and then a down, up. Break up, longer strum patterns into shorter patterns, then put them together. It makes it easier. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And you could use that strum, like I said, out of verse 2 into the second chorus. I'll just play a few of the chords with it, and the chorus will sound like this. Right? It really works, and it gives the song that body we need, because we don't have all the other instrumentation of other guitars playing and piano playing, right? And the bass guitar, so it really fills it up nicely. Now, after the second time you do the chorus, a distorted guitar enters. You could play that as like a little interlude if it's just playing on acoustic guitar. I'll show you the chords. It's pretty easy. All it is a D to a G, and then back to a D, but the D is stay on twice. And it just goes through that progression one time, and then it goes back into the outro where he just plays that same intro progression. But here's what that little interlude sounds like. Okay, and then right out of that little interlude, you go right back to the original progression. And you could use that more complex strum, and he does that 4 times through the outro. He's just kind of doing that oohs and ahs, that kind of vocal ad-lib, and you just play that progression again 4 times with that strum pattern, and then right after that the song is going to end, and it ends after 4 times. You just play the chords and let them ring out to end the song. So that's the whole song. Those parts just keep repeating. Right? Intro, verse, chorus, that interlude, outro, and you're done. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. It's a really fun song that you could easily add to your song catalog. Stay tuned. I got tons more killer lessons coming. I'm really excited about them. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. That really helps us to keep bringing the content, and then you'll be notified when we have new lessons up. Also, click on that link in the YouTube description box. I'll send you my extended play video lesson. It's not on YouTube, but my essential chord changing techniques and exercise lesson paired with a killer ebook. Send them both to you for free. Thank you so much for tuning in and for your support over the years and years. So appreciate it. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars. Keep having fun with it. And remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. And I'll see you in the next lesson.